Sup, my name is Ray for the TheYugiohCouncil. We're gonna waste no time. This is like my new favorite deck in the world. I'm on the other side. This is Artifacts, and this comes out of Primal Origins. And basically, let me just stop right here real quick. Basically, what you have to do with these guys, you have to set them in the back row, like traps, sort of. So anything you do like that is going to set them off. If your opponent plays a blind MST, it's going to go off hilariously. Artifact movement is a MST that basically allows you to set one of these guys straight from the deck face down. And then you have this guy, when he's popped, you get to pop two more. This guy pops monsters, and then of course Mirror Force. But Absorbing Jar, you set it, and then when they attack into it, but these guys, real quick, these guys can only be specialed on your opponent's turn. So that's good to keep in mind. So you set this, they attack into it, or you set Catastrophe, and then it's going to go off, and you get your monsters. That's pretty much the way the deck works, but it's pretty easy to counter, but a lot of people don't see it happening, I guess because it's like super new. So this guy's playing Magical Merchant. This guy was really, really nice, and he's really cool. Now, we had a great game. Honest to God, we really did, and that's kind of hard to find on Dev Pro lately. Because, well, a lot of people get very salty when you play this against them, and they, it's just that surprise factor. They get really mad. So he goes for the pot, and I'm just like, okay. I'm like, I could probably just sit here for like 14 turns and just, do nothing, but I'm not going to be that way. So I draw into another Absorbing Jar. I have the Honest in the deck because, well, it counters, the Ophion. Sometimes you run into that Ophion. But again, Ophion's a pain in the butt in this deck. He plays the Dark Hole, very, very smart move. So at this point, he's gonna like, what? So Yugi 514 was spectating, goes, that empty jar, yo, that empty jar. And I was like, you gotta stop that. You're gonna make me like die of laughter. So here comes the Absorbing Jar. Absorbing Jar states that it destroys all, everyone's back row, and then you draw cards for each one. I'll just let you read that right there. So you draw one card for each one. So not only do I get the triggers, but I get replacements. So the one thing the artifacts suffer from is that, that hand control. Basically, they don't really get a lot of hands, that are really good. Like, basically what I'm trying to say is they don't recover from using their hands very nicely. So that was one thing that was crucial when it came to the deck building. He drops Valor, very smart move. So I'm going to go into a Gaia and just ram it. But I'm not going to. I'm going to go into the Artifact, drop the Honest. He's going to drop the Trag, which I'm going to ram and Pierce. Now, you guys are not going to recognize this trap card unless you've seen the deck in action before, so I'm just going to go over the entire back row that is not like staple stuff like this. So this is Catastrophe. Like I said before, it triggers all the artifacts off. It's very easy to understand. That looks like Asuna, by the way, for you USAO fans. Now, this is the artifact trap card, and it has two effects. Basically, when it's destroyed by your opponent's card effect, even if it's 7 tools and you activate it, they 7 tools it, it will still go off because it's technically being destroyed, but it happens after the resolution on the 7 tools of the bandits. So basically what happens with this is you could target one card in the field and destroy it if that happens. Otherwise you get to special an artifact. So you want to just technically usually special the red one because you could pop your own artifacts in, and then by popping them you get their effects off. Rinse repeat kind of situation. So again, these guys are all varied, but again, they can't really like spam out super hard, and they can't get stuff into the graveyard super fast. So obviously that was something I looked at. We were thinking about Christia, me and Jonathan, Yugi 514, but obviously that did not happen. So he goes to the DD Crow, and did he go for the DD Crow? I know at this point I had the game because I was just going to flip up the trap card on his next turn and just like, but yeah, something happened. I remember popping it, but it was a great game. You guys all should try it out, but that's pretty much what I have for you today. Well, one of what I have for you today. I just want to put this in with it and give you one more. And Monday I will actually have the deck profile up for those of you who are interested. I think this is that that new Dragon Ruler deck, if people want to call it Dragon Rulers. I really don't typically call it Dragon Rulers. So let me explain what I did here. Absorbing Jar, Catastrophe. This is like the best combo right now to have, and the trap card. These three cards are the ways to trigger it. This guy also replaces the hand, so if you can get him off first and then go into Absorbing Jar, it's just ridiculous. But you'll see exactly what I'm talking about soon. So Titaniel is going to attack, and everything's going to go off. Okay, so everything's going to chain. I'm going to go through each one's effects. So The shields, which is this one here, will protect into the end phase from being targeted or being destroyed by card effects. Now the blue one gets to destroy a monster when specialed, and the yellow one, every time a artifact is special, you draw a card. So yellow goes, blue goes, yellow goes, white goes, sorry, it's white. So he plays the dark hole, he goes, what the hell? And I was like, you gotta read the shield's effect. He goes, that's just stupid. It sounded like that. I forgot exactly what he said. It was pretty nice too. So these guys can also go Pallades. They're all light, and Pallades is just ridiculous. So you can see they could put in a lot of that damage. He could have dropped the effect filler. Not that it would have made super duper difference, but still, it would have been a pretty good play. So here he's going to go for the duality. Says Spore. I'm just going to bounce a Spore. You could have dropped, you could not drop Valor. My bad. Couldn't drop it on this turn. So I'm just going to attack for game. But he drops the Swift Scarecrow, giving him that one more turn. So at this point, I see the Tenki. I already know what's going to happen. Now, for those of you who are wondering, this card right here, I say it's like an MST. It can only target set spells or traps. If I believe, nope. Okay, it can target it. My bad. See, I'm still learning the deck. Target one spell or trap card in the field, and you destroy that target. So, I don't know why it doesn't let me chain it. Maybe I'm missing something here. I don't fully comprehend it, but whatever. I dropped the Mag C. He goes for the Black Rose. Now, this is why you don't go Black Rose against artifacts. Everything goes, right? That's perfectly fine. Everything starts chaining right afterwards. Now, you could see the spell card that I said it's like MST is going off. Basically, when it's destroyed on your opponent's turn by one of their card effects, well, your opponent skips their next battle phase, so they're going to lose a lot of advantage there. This guy allows you to, if I'm not mistaken, well, you could just read it there. You get to set one in your spell and trap zone, which is always good. It's like a little replacement. You see, I just did it there. And the guy just likes, he's like, I can't do this, scoops. Because the trap card, again, has a second effect. When it's destroyed, you target a card in the field to destroy it. The blue one does the same, but it does a monster. And the red one pops back row, which is hilarious. So looking at what I could have done the next turn, I had another Mag C just in case. Card D is amazing in this deck, especially for those first turn plays when you can't get that absorbing jar off. But when you can, you set it, and then you set this, you set this, you set this, and then you just go like +4, and then you go 2 monsters on the board, and you're set up for like everything in the extra deck. Oh, I couldn't show you the extra deck, but that's okay. But you'll see it Monday. So thanks for watching. More to come tomorrow. And I'm ready for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Council. If you like what you saw, and you haven't already, make sure to subscribe. If you like the video, leave a like. I hate asking that. I really do. And if you have anything to ask or a certain deck request, please leave it in the comments below. I will see you next video. Peace. Oh, one last thing before I leave. There's a stock market video out now. It came out yesterday. Today is Saturday for when I post this. It will be out prior to this. So thanks for watching. Peace.